It's in the game.
Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground are going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Another incompletion on third down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need to trying to beat the D deep. Snags it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw. It's Rivers. Right on the money. Oh, what a move to get open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Powers through. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
And they will score! Touchdown, Arkansas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away. Got a man, it's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. Think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they've played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This time he's got it. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. Is off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
Plucks it out of the air. Made a defender miss. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Razorbacks will have it first and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking for a man, it's Russell. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid tackle.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And the Razorbacks will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The offense changing the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The toss to the right. Finding open areas. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Pulls it in, it's Payne. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Payne. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just
turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Rivers. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Working on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Berry. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Connection to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Try to get it to the edge. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Looking to pass, it's Russell. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown LSU! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense, puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Immediately fires to the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Green. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Steps away. Fires downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Direct snap. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Russell. Unloads it left. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll take the deep shot. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Makes the grab. It's Payne.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. Touchdown, Arkansas! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Floating away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's buried. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Green. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle,
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too,
Flying out to the left. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback now breaking the field. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
The battle for the Golden Boot belongs to the state at the top of the boot as Arkansas takes down LSU. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.